There we go. We're live. Happy days. Hey Ed, I hope you're doing well. I don't know. Afternoon, Alistair. I don't know about MGOL. Maybe MGO Global. We may see some action. It was very volatile on Friday, but some IPOs can. Let's just take a look at this on the 15 minutes, so we can actually see what actually happened on Friday. Let's take a look on this 15 minute. I'll give it on the 5. We can see what actually took place on Friday. So, quite simply put, it opened at like 860, moved all the way up to like over $16, and then back down, sold off to 460. Lots of volatility halts on the way, really good action. But let's take a look at another IPO that opened up on Friday. Pretty much the same time. Didn't really do much. So it can be like that sometimes. You can get IPOs that can go absolutely mental on their opening day, or they can just be very kind of tranquil and steady. Now, as it happened, SKWD had a better day than NGOL. Why? Because it finished positive on Friday. It finished up on its opening price, whereas this finished down. Even though it went up and it did like, over 100% move. I think it's about 94% move from open to high, and then lost all its gains later in the day. So I got in, was able to ride this move up, kind of an $8-9 move, and get out at the top. I was $20,000 to the good at the end of the day on Friday. So. You shouldn't be trading on opium there, El Puno. You should trade the price actually. Stop getting stuck with these bags. I'm not trying to berate you or anything, but if nothing else, you should have learned from me. You should have learned is cut your losses. Try to cut your losses early. It's just not holding on to things, hoping that they're going to return to the highs. It ain't great. Let's have a look at talking of return to the highs. HKD. Let's talk about HKD, because this had a little pop on the weekend, but not enough to kind of set it going. It went up to like $70 last week, I think it was. No, week before last. No, it was beginning of last week. It went up to $64. But in the grand scheme of things, if you look at this on the 60-minute chart, you can see what I'm talking about. So you didn't really register anything. It went up to, right now, but it went up to kind of $70 beginning of last week. If you look at it on the daily, you can see that $70 doesn't even touch the iceberg. I mean, it went up to $2,600 on its opening weekend, on its opening week rather, HKD, and so it's all relative. A couple of big bounces up from teens up to 400 there, but then you start looking at it on the 60-minute and. $70, that's a big move from kind of $15, $14, $15, $10, $15, but not something you want to be holding bags hoping it's going to go back up to 2,600. I'm not saying you should listen to me. I'm just trying to put out some, do your own thing. You do you, boo-boo. But just be wary that, particularly new IPOs, when I say new IPOs, the first month of getting listed, you can get some big moves that they'll reach a peak and never come back from. So that they'll reach a peak, sell off, and they'll never get back up there. So be careful with new IPOs. Do not invest in new IPOs for the long term. Wait to see how the market reacts to it. Give it a couple of months for some, technicals to be able to present themselves. For the fundamentals, you actually see how they're performing. You get the first earnings report. You'll see how they're doing in terms of if they're going to be providing dividends and all that. What you want to be looking for in long-term investments is stocks that are reliable, the sound investments. Swing trading, fine. Hold it overnight if you feel to. I don't like doing that with these low-cap stocks, but just don't unless there's an evidence that it is going to return back up. Don't be holding bags with these garbage companies. That's essentially what they are. They're not good companies. They're the reason why they're priced at $2, $3, $5, $7. There's not a lot of movement right now. So just to put, I know some of you are probably joining, looking for some low price action. So I'm going to be doing switching between accounts. I'll probably be only trading one account at a time. I will be switching between accounts. Do I cut losses once it goes beyond the ATR range? It depends on the volatility, Ed. So if you want to be on the front side of a move. Once it starts pulling back, if it's pulled back, if I'm holding something and it's retraced from its peak, if it's retraced, depending on the pattern as well, but if it's retraced 30%, I don't want to be holding backs. I don't think it's going to be moving up. Certainly not to the highs. I would need to see more confirmation, and I can always get back in. So if it's going to move back, if it's retraced 25-30% from the highs, I don't want to be holding on to it thinking it's going to go back up to the highs. What I want to be doing is, if I'm in a losing situation, I'm cutting my losses. ATR is a big thing in terms of volatility, because that tells you how much you can expect it to potentially move within the time frames you're trading on. So ATRs, what you want is you want your ATR to be covering your spread, for sure. If you've got a spread that's bigger than your ATR, it's probably a much too risky trade to be taking. But you want your ATR to be covering your spreads. Yeah, Purno. So what you've done there is you've got in late. You've got it in the back end of the move. So buying the grinder IPO, I think you were you were watching me when I was trading it, and I got in it again. That was another Friday IPO. I got on it and made, I think it was just under $50,000 on grinder on that first one. Then a couple of days later, it just sold off. So yeah, just be careful with IPOs. Morning, Mike. Morning, Dunkers. And you, Super Chip. What do I think about Natty? Well, let's have a quick look at Natty. It's moved up, but it's not moved up on great volume. That's what I'd say about Natty. So it's moved up big. It's moved up quite a lot. It's I say it's quite a lot. It's about 16% at the moment. It's up at 54.82, but it's not moved up on great volume. Relatively speaking, it's only half what it does on a daily basis at the moment. So National Instruments. Let's have a look at the catalyst for this. Is there one? No. And I'm not seeing any specific catalyst other than Emerson's proposal to acquire it. So yeah, that's probably, if that goes through, potential acquisition there. Not heavily shorted. 110 million shares in the float. So National Instruments Corporation, Emerson's may. It depends. Emerson is looking to buy them. Has put an offer in for them. Currently $54. $7.6 billion deal. $3 a share in cash. I don't think it's going to go to $3 a share. So I would say probably not going to happen. Emerson submits proposal to acquire National Instruments for $3 a share in cash. No, 53. That's a misprint, obviously. $53 a share. Don't know why that said $3. I was like, $3? No, $53 a share. So it's slightly up on that. I can't see it going much higher. Yeah, crypto stocks moving. So Riot Blockchain, Marathon Digital, Bit Mining, Hive Blockchain. A lot of these are moving up simply because Bitcoin is showing strong. Bitcoin's over 21,000 at the moment. Ethereum's over 1,500 again. We've had this last 4 or 5 days of trading Bitcoin. Well, the crypto space seems to have got a little bit of momentum. Seems to have put a bit of the FTX scandal behind it, and it is moving. The question is, will it sustain? It stopped me from liquidating my positions because I was thinking, okay, maybe it'll come good. It stopped me from liquidating my positions. My average cost on Bitcoin is just over 29k. So still a way to go for me to get green again on that. But it stopped me from liquidating my positions. Maybe we'll see what happens. Is it just going to be a bit of a bear market rally? Will it a little bit of a bounce, or will this bullish action continue in the crypto space? I don't know. You tell me what you think. What are your thoughts on this little latest crypto rally from 16,000 to 21,000? It's a 5k move. It's like 30% over the last 5-6 days. Let me know your thoughts. There just isn't much moving right now. DCFC, let's there's Tritium moving up. Tritium DCFC Limited. I'm not sure why it's moving up right now. I'm just going to have a quick look. Alright, so Tritium's announced the largest customer order in the company history and released preliminary results for calendar year 2022 with record sales, revenue, and backlog. That's very bullish news. Received an order worth 195 million last year. So this we'll see. It'll be worth watching. Let's have a quick look at some of the fundamentals. So key date, it's a 19 million float. Doesn't seem to be much short interest at all. So yeah, Tritium. I'll put that on the list. would break 10. Crypto would break 10k and it didn't. Well, I'm lost. I'm not sure what you mean. Which crypto didn't break 10k? Because Bitcoin's over 21,000 now. Ethereum, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. Right, okay, you're waiting to buy in below 10k for Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin was never going below 10k. I thought there was a possibility it could have gone to kind of like 14, 13, 5, 14, but luckily it didn't. A lot of losses if it had. Bed Bath and Beyond. I've got. I'm keeping an eye on Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't think it's going to. Personally, I mean, it's trying to squeeze, but I don't think it's going to get up to the dizzying heights of kind of 15, 20k, $20 a share that it had last year. We'll see. My dog's asleep on the sofa, snoring. Trade the action. Trying to anticipate tops and bottoms it can be very lucrative if you manage it, but it's very difficult. You got to look at the patterns, and you got to look at it from I mean, if you're looking at Bitcoin, you want to be looking at a lot longer time frames. It's more of a swing trading setup than intraday setups, but. Yeah, you want to be looking at the higher time frame patterns. You want to be looking at key indicators like Bollinger Bands, and is it outside the Bollinger Bands? You want to be looking for signs of exhaustion, extension, where we can get reversals. That's what you want to be looking for when you're trying to judge tops and bottoms. It's a little bit more complex than just trading the price action and getting, you know, momentum and breakout trading. It's slightly more complex, but it can be more lucrative depending on which way you're going. On MGOL right now, volume is 2.3 million. How many shares are outstanding? You mean how many shares are in the float? Well, right now, I mean, it's not a huge. We've got 13 million shares outstanding, is what it said. I've not got an actual float size yet, simply because it only IPO'd on Friday, so I've not got that data as yet. But 13 million shares is what they released, and currently the volume today, so let's volume on Friday was 14 million, so current volume is 2.3 million. Well, let's have a look at the overall market, shall we? I'm looking at the overall market, the S&P500, put it on the 15, we can see a little bit better. We're up there, we're slightly down on the day. It had a really good day on Friday after selling off hard. It was one of those strange days on Friday because we had, well, Thursday was in particular was a little bit strange. Let's look at this a little, kind of a wider. We got huge volatility in pre-market when they launched the CPI data, but it didn't really affect the overall price. So we were around here, and it opened pretty much at the same level. It sold off and then rallied, so it was very choppy, but it was sideways. very difficult market to trade from a futures perspective, from an overall market to judge sentiment, to judge trend or direction. Thursday was very difficult. Then overnight it just sold off. So when it opened, it completely said, it was like the market said, hang on a minute, what are you selling off for? We should be rallying, and it did. So overnight, it's held most of its gains from Friday. This is the overall market, held most of its gains from Friday, but it's slightly down. If we look at it on the 5 minute, you can see that it's just kind of chopping in and around the VWAP at the moment. So it's above, it's below, it's above, below. We'll see what happens. Will it get back over 400 on the SPY or 4,000 on the SPX? I don't know. You tell me. It's not. I wouldn't say it's heavily down. I'm kind of. As long as it stays above the VWAP, I mean, the VWAP is almost horizontal. It's sideways movement. Yeah. So breaking highs here with DCFC type tritium. You're welcome, Nuraz. You're very welcome. Now, just for those that are new to the channel, you've come because I'm doing a small account challenge. I'm continuing to trade my regular account, but I'm also doing my small account challenge. I loaded my account last week with $2,000, my secondary account, my small account, which I forgot that had some money in there from August still. I just left some money in August just to keep the account open. So that I was getting, obviously being charged inactivity fees and the likes, but so I deposited another 2,000 in there for a small account. I've actually got just under $2,500 in the small account. So that's what my small account will be trading with today. Now, the rule of thumb that I'm going to be using with the small account in terms of goals and targets is I'm going to be looking at 1% gains per day. Or 5% of the buying power, you know. So 1% of the buying power, 5% of the equity, whichever is the lower. So at the moment, with a $2,500 account, let's round it up to $2,500. I'm looking at $125 gains per day in the first instance. What's the maximum shares I would trade with $2,000? It depends on the leverage I'm getting. So, for example, if I go back to MGOL, this is $6. But I don't want to. Let me just check something here. No, there's no. I don't get no leverage on this particular ticket. So, unfortunately, the most I could trade with on this would be about 300 shares, so or whatever it is. So I wouldn't get that amount. However, if I went to something like Bed Bath and Beyond, for example, actually no, Bed Bath and Beyond's at 3. Let me see what's moving that's above $5 will give me some leverage. Indonesian energy. Let's see. What the leverage on Indonesian energy actually is. No leverage on that one either. What else is moving? Marathon Digital. Let's have a look. Okay, there you go. So Marathon Digital. Marathon Digital here, with $2,500, I could potentially take $15,000 worth of an equity position. I get six times leverage, so 2.5 times 6 is 15,000. That's what I'm saying. So in theory, I could take 2,000 shares, ish, almost two, yeah. just shy of 2,000 shares, so about 1750. We'll probably take 1,800 shares if I was trading Marathon Digital. Take about 1,800 shares. Now, if I had a $5 stock, let's say a $5 stock, I potentially could take 3,000 shares with a $5 stock, because I would up to $15,000 in equity using a six times leverage. However, would I do that? That's the question. It depends on the volatility of the stock. So I've got a button on my monitor that says 90% buying power, and it's geared specifically for times like this when you want to be aggressive, but you only want to do it on a reliable breakout, a reliable move. You'll take 90% of your position buying power. So in this case, 90% of 15k is what's that? Leave me with 14,800 or something like that. 14k or whatever. So $2,500. No, it's over $5. You can get leverage on an account as small as $500, but it's only on $5 stocks or above, which makes it used to be $3, which means that the small account challenge now with this broker is going to be a lot more challenging. But exactly, so you're effectively just scalping there super chip. So you want to be taking you're taking a full-size position, knowing full well that you're going to get the move, you're going to get the breakout. So you're only taking the A+ setups. You don't want to be taking anything less than an A+ setup, and you want to be getting 15-20 cents ideally, minimum 10 cents on the move. So if you take 3,000, so right now, if I've got 2,500, my goal per day right now, 5% of my equity position, $2,500. I want to be making at least $125, $130 per day to start off with. That's the key. If I can get 10 cents and I can take 3,000 shares, if I get 2,000 shares and get 10 cents, that's going to give me $200. I'm over goal. So you see where it's going at. Now, at that stage, I've got a bit of a cushion, and I can then play a little bit more around with the sizing, be a little bit more conservative with the size. And once I've got that cushion that covers me over goal, I can decide which way I want to go. Hey, Robbie, doing okay, buddy? How are you? Okay, Jack. So gap and go is an opening bell strategy. So the gap is pre-market. So essentially what you're doing is you're looking for stocks to move up pre-market, and then at the bell you want them to move, break the pre-market highs and move higher. That's the go piece. The gap is the move up pre-market, and then the go is at the bell or slight just after the bell. You can get a gap and go even if it dips at the bell, a bit of a dip and rip, if you will, a little bit of a pullback before it then breaks the pre-market highs and moves on to make higher highs. But in terms of what I'm looking for, so if I was looking at DCFC, ideally, just the way I trade, I like to trade gap and goes that are above $3. I like to trade, so yes, Natty could be meet that criteria, but it's an acquisition. So you're looking at the catalyst. You want a good catalyst. The acquisition there for Natty is going to be $53 per share. So it's not really going to, I don't see it going much higher than where it is right now at 55. So probably not a gap and go. It probably will consolidate as they try and acquire more and more shares and do it that way. It could go. People might want to say, okay, well, let's, like they did with Tough Built there, the middle of last year, with the potential acquisition, and then they pushed it higher that prevented the acquisition going through. There is potential, but you want to see it on high relative volume pre-market. So right now, NATI, so National Insurance, is not high relative volume pre-market. Average volume is a little over 700,000 per day over the last 3 months, and it's a little over 500,000 traded today. So it wouldn't say it's high relative volume. Ideally, 3x or better for a gap and go candidate. However, DCFC normally trades 1.2 million shares per day. It's currently traded 9 million shares per day. So DCFC is a very, very good relative volume. It's up 40%, so it's way above the threshold that I'm looking at, kind of 14, 15% for a gap and go. Where you've got to be wary on something like DCFC is it spent? Is it too extended to get in there? So if it continues to move up pre-market and you're looking for a gap and go, what you ideally want it to do is come back down, retrace a little bit, have a pullback, come back towards the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and then move on to break pre-market highs. So that's the gap and go. It's going to be a tough challenge. I've got to be honest. With the I did a similar. It was $5 in August as well. I managed to take the 2.5 and make it 12 by the end of the month. So anything like that will be great. If I can be over 10k by the end of January, then we'll be able to set the new goals for February, etc., etc. So this is just a small account challenge. I'll be trading that alongside the main account as well. Well, potentially, but Marathon Digital, which is leading the way, well, actually, it's bit mining seems to be up there as well. But Marathon Digital is one of the ones leading the way below the VWAP. Let's have a look at BTCM, bit mining, which is the biggest mover of the. No, it's a very similar situation below the VWAP. So right now, I want to see the crypto stocks, the crypto mining stocks up above the VWAP. A lot of these just aren't there at the moment. No, I may do, Ed. But the problem with the small account challenge, if you're looking at something like DCFC for the small account challenge, is the lack of leverage because of the price. Where is it? DCFC up here. So it's like trading in a cash account. So small account challenge, if I'm looking at, let's say, taking 1,000 shares here, I want it to, am I going to get 10 cents? Probably. I possibly will get 10 cents. So yes, I might take this with the with the small account, but I'm only going to be taking 1,000 shares at a time. So the gains are going to be a lot smaller. So that's what you've got to set your expectations. With the smaller account, your gains are going to be a lot smaller. So just set your expectations accordingly. Do I think Marathon Digital will have a pump today? Well, it depends how the market goes. So Marathon Digital follows the market, and if Bitcoin, it follows the crypto market. If Bitcoin sells off, then Marathon Digital is going to sell off. If Bitcoin holds its price, then you're going to get a move up with Marathon Digital to get to that level, because while Bitcoin's been trading over the weekend, Marathon Digital hasn't. So it's going to move up to that level, and then it's going to level off. So it's pretty much moved up to that level where we are right now. So Marathon Digital is 8% up on the day, currently 832. A lot of these Bitcoin, these crypto mining stocks will be just where they are, if you will. high of this, 221. Got the $0.25 there. Looking at the level 2, there's quite a bit on the level 2 as well. Yeah, always look to the higher time frame for confirmation. You look for your entries on the smaller time frame, but look to the higher time frame for confirmation. The top mover at the moment is Tritium. Reason why, it's just released its 2022 results and its biggest ever sale. Just take a position for the break of 220, looking for 225. So this is the small account. We're in at 221. We're looking for the move up. Test the $0.25. Give it 10 cents. Find support. The support here at 210. That's where we found the support last time. And it did move up, a little bit of a double bottom there, so we're still looking for it to continue for continuation. Yes, this is the small account challenge that I'm on right now, Faz. So I'm looking for a move up to test the $0.25. This is DCFC, Tritium, which is, I'm just going to give this 10 cents. I'm risking $100 here. I'm risking 100 to make 100 effectively. Just a 1-to-1 ratio on the risk. Apron could have a push up, or it could have a sell off, Robbie. Roblox just made new highs. I'll take a look at Roblox at the moment because Roblox is looking nice today. Low volume, but looking interesting. You're wondering what that strange snoring sound is? That's my dog. That's the Chow Chow. Miyako. She gets bored watching the charts, as do we all. So we just get rid of the music, change it over. A trade a day is good enough JSpec. While you're trying to grow your small account, one trade a day is good enough. That should be good enough. As you grow your account, you can take more trades. The more trades you take, the more commissions you rack up. The more commissions you rack up, the less profitable your small account's going to be. So a trade a day should be sufficient. And when I say a trade a day, just because you have multiple entries on a trade doesn't mean that's multiple trades. It's if you look at, like, I'll get out of this if it gets to 210 on the bid. So effectively losing 10 cents on the ask. If this gets to 210 on the bid is when I get out. That'll lose me about $110. But I'm looking for this to move up to break 225, move on to 230. If I get to 230, I've hit my goal pretty much for the day. And the small account, you need to be very, very disciplined, more so than you do with a larger account. You can be a little bit looser. It's like the analogy I would use is when you're playing poker around the table. When you've got a small account, you're small stack, you play very, very tight. You want to play the best hands. When you've got a big stack, if you've got the big stack, then you can play a little bit looser. You can afford to see a few flops. Things that you think may go your way, so you play a bit more loose, you know, mid-range suited connectors and the likes, and see if it goes your way. Any penny stocks today? Well, I'm trading one now. It's not specifically a penny stock, but I'm trading one now, which is Tritium, or DCFC is the ticker. So Tritium. TC Biopharma just popped up $6 with big spreads. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a moment. It's just hit new highs, spiking up 16%. So TC Biopharma announces a strategic collaboration to advance gamma delta cells in oncology. So that's why that's moving up. For 39 million, so about 40 million shares outstanding on that as well. This drops another cent, and I'm just going to get out. Yeah, it's pulling back now, that one, so just be careful with that one. TC Biopharma hit 650, pulling back, it's now 570s. still got, my ear hasn't popped. It's like I've got fluid on in my ear. I might get it looked at. Might have picked up an ear infection. Hey, Stock Trader Extreme. Good to see you, buddy. We're just in consolidation phase now. We've got a little over 45 minutes to go before the bell. There's no momentum right now, but there was momentum earlier. So just after 8 o'clock, after the scrum, it moved up a good 30 cents. So that's decent momentum on a $2 stock. So I'm looking for it to move back up again now. We're down 6 cents on the share right now. The range currently 3 cents. So average true range is 3 cents on this one, which for a $2 stock, that's not too bad. We've got to put it into context. We're just moving a little bit up here now, getting a bit of volume coming in. Moved up as high as 218 on the ask. Back up to 220. So this is a bit of a breakout. Still looking for that 225 for the first level, and then hopefully up to 230. Let's see if we can get 225 first. It's 221. Oh, in the green. There's 225 on the ask. 227 on the ask we got. $29. $225, $227, let's see. And we get over 230. That's the goal here, right? Ouch. 235 would be nice, but 230 is the primary goal. A little bit of a pullback here. The high of this candle's 229, so we're looking for the break of 230. We'll take some profits at 230. We'll move up higher. What am I trading? Tritium, DCFC. So now it's preliminary sales figures and financials for calendar year 2022. And they've announced the largest historically the largest ever sale, so which is good news, very bullish news. So I should have taken some profit at 229 in hindsight, but we'll see. So this is the small account challenge. We're up to 229, so we're at high of day again. 229 on the ask. It's Current high of day is 229, and we're looking for a break of high of day, break of that 230. Still looking for a break of 230. You know what? I'm just gonna cut that for effectively a break-even trade. It can come back later. Let's have a look at what else is moving. Gotta cut it just at the right time. Timing is everything. Okay, let's have a look at MGOL's pulling back. What else is moving? Neovask, low volume, bit mining. TCBP, let's have a quick look at TCBP. So this popped up on a collaboration news, didn't hold. This is something, if you try and chase the momentum, yes, it moved up. Maybe we could have got an entry here. If this pull up, it's still looking for new highs here. So maybe at 575 we could have got 50 cents maybe. But I believe the spreads were quite awful at the time. So we'll see. It's below the VWAP. In fact, it's below all the 9 and 20 EMA as well, so probably we'll miss the front end of that move. It's not a reliable move, so we'll keep an eye on that. Anything else apart from DCFC? Yeah, there's loads of things that are moving. Nothing with real volume right now. MGOL, which is Friday's IPO, it's got good volume, but nothing really exciting on that. So DCFC just not got it's not got the momentum right now. I was hoping for a breakout, didn't quite get there. But we'll see. 230, and it could start to move again. We're getting decent volume in certain spots, but then it just died out. So we'll see. We're not lost any money today yet, which we hope to keep. Let's have a look at Silvergate. This sold off hard last week. Dropped a huge amount. So why is it moving up now? Here's one for the penny stock brigade. Moved up and changed 93%. This went up to, so this is Salad Oncology. I'll have a look at that in a second. Silvergate. Oh, so Silvergate's moving up on earnings, not good earnings. So yeah. No. CYAD. So if I put this on the 15-minute, you'll see what it moved up to nearly $4. So 386 is the high. So that was first thing this morning. 386 is the high of day. So the question is, why did it move up? I'm not seeing any specific news catalyst on Celyad Oncology, or Celyad, however you pronounce it. I know last month they decided to discontinue the development of a clinical program, but I'm not sure why it's moving today. Moved big on Friday as well. Moved 21% up on Friday, but again, over 200% earlier today. Sold off and held. So this is the problem, is that you look at this this move up, it's not retained any of its gains. You got a little bit of a pop here, but again, didn't even get back over the VWAP. So that's something that I'm wary of. When a stock moves up and it retraces more than 50% of its gains before the bell, it's always a little bit, you know, it gives the impression of weakness. No, where is Ed? Yeah, we might do, but it's selling off right now. Not shortable. So the fact it's selling off doesn't help. It's not shortable, and there's no leverage with my broker. I don't know if you're using a broker that you can get leverage on it, then go for your life, but right now it's not shortable for me. So I'm basically baby oil or oil baby. I've got Indonesian energy. You'll see Indonesian energy there. It's not doing anything. I had a look at it, and it's on one of the smaller charts at the bottom of the screen there, Tommy. So Indonesian energy, just you can see it there at the bottom of your screen. Let's see, Spruce Farmer, it's below what I like to trade, but it's hitting the scanners. Moving up, currently 17% up, $1.17. So it was $1 exactly on Friday when it closed. So nothing really jumping out saying trade me. I think I'll go and put the kettle on, make a cup of tea. We've got 30 minutes, but actually I'll just wait for the top of the hour. We might get some news break at the top of the hour which causes a few things to move. It does tend to happen from time to time. Well, it's just not, it's got good catalyst, but it's just not it's not really filling me with confidence right now. I'll wait for something a little bit more reliable. ETB. No. Bro, this is just moving up with the crypto market. Yeah, nothing moving right now. Let's have a look at the overall market itself. I'll let you watch that while I put the kettle on to make a cup of tea. Havana. Not seen that for a while. Not huge volume, but huge volume there. Yeah, Ben was trending underneath the view up. Probably not worth looking at. Well, DCFC. I've traded it. I'm just looking at this ascending support that we've got here right now. Just drawing this ascending support line. I traded it, trying to get over 230, but just not nothing doing right now. Bed Bath & Beyond ain't really doing much either. When I've got Bed Bath & Beyond, if you're looking at Bed Bath & Beyond, you've got it in there on one of the small charts. I've got four small charts there that are different to the two top charts there on the screen on Twitch and YouTube and ShareVision. And Bed Bath & Beyond is one of them. It's at 345. It's above the VWAP. We'll see what happens. You can get over 350, then I might take a position. There we go, so that's the break of 350. I'm in at 355. A 3-cent move so far. Looking for it to go green on the day. It would be nice. This can get green on the day. 360 on the ask. Looks like it's struggling up at 360. I'll give it 5 cents to the downside to make 10. Yeah, XPEV, I'll take a look in a moment. XPeng. Get rid of indoors, nothing happening there at the moment. No, there's nothing happening with XPeng at the moment. Down at 963, below the VWAP. Oh. Pretty much break even right now on this trade. Looking for it to actually go green on the day. We'll see. Short sale restrictions, so you're not going to short this either. I mean, you can try. It is shortable, but it's on short sale restrictions. There's no shorting on the bid. Or below the bid even. You know, a bit of support at the $0.50 maybe. No, I get it. There we go. I gave it 5 cents. I'll go and make my cup of chai now. I don't know why that's moving up. It's hitting the scanners has moved up 8%, and that's doesn't make sense. There's no volume there. I'll be back in a sec. New high of day, 14.49. $0.50. Silver again. Don't know why that's moving up. Had a little bit of it. Just had earnings drop, I believe. I'm not so sure about that. Nah. The weekly time frame. Nah. I don't know where you're getting head and shoulders on a weekly time frame. Bath and Beyond on a weekly. Nah, I can see what you're trying to do there. You're saying that there's a shoulder there, maybe shoulder there, head there, shoulder there. No, because but you've got to have it. Inverse head and shoulders, or head and shoulders even, is you've got to have a head and shoulders. You want to swing high, retrace, swing higher high, retrace, swing high before sell off. But this is just selling off. On the weekly, I would say no. Just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, Ed. Just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. That's me. My Marvel Cup. Just ordered myself, but I went and broke my Trade with Tony mug like an idiot. Dropped it on the floor, and I can still use it, but the handles come off, so it's enough to use it like that. Which isn't great. So I've just ordered another one. Same colour. Just ordered myself a Trade with Tony Bluetooth speaker. and wireless charging pad as well. So Newegg making moves. 20 minutes to the bell. Just under 20 minutes to the bell. Newegg, below the VWAP. Moved up well on Friday. Went from kind of $1.30 up to $3 on Friday. So there may be continuation here. I wouldn't bet on it though. Let's have a look at Tritium. The Tritium's now broke below this ascending support line, which is showing a bit of signs of weakness. It's still upwards trending on the basis it's above the VWAP, but the VWAP is almost horizontal, so it's just sideways chop at the moment. So guys, YouTube watchers, if you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. It really does help me out, and it might actually create a bit of, and in fact, it will create a bit of impetus in the market. So smash that thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube. It really helps me out. And if you're watching on TikTok, give that screen a dozen or so taps. If you're wondering what a dozen is, if your maths is not on point, then it's 12 taps. Tap the screen 12 times. Or if you're a baker, 13 taps. Yep. Silvergate's taking off. Pullback. Nice little pullback actually, this one. Okay, so I wanted to break the $0.75 now. Get in there. For the new highs. Move up and break highs. That's what we're looking for. $0.75. 3,000 likes. I'll give the dog a treat in just a second. So just put this into context. The average true range on this is volatile, so the average true range now is 25 cents. So that's really what you want to be looking at. As you're probably going to get stopped out. If you put a stop that's less than your average true range, you're basically asking for to get stopped out fairly quickly. And if it pulls back, it's going to stop you out. You need to take that into consideration. You want to be conservative. You need at least half of the ATR as your stop. If you got less than that, it's just going to stop you out every time before it moves up. I did check the catalyst for SI. It's got earnings. It dropped earnings today. Check the catalyst on this a little bit earlier, Don, because you must have missed it, or you weren't paying attention. Before earnings released before the market opened today. It's not a great earnings, but you don't try and guess which way the market's going to go. Just because it's an earnings miss or an EPS miss or earnings per share or revenue miss or whatever doesn't mean that it's going to sell off, and vice versa. Just because it's an earnings beat doesn't mean it's going to rally. The market reacts in different ways. Now this did sell off hard beginning of last week, so it's kind of extended to the downside based on that hard sell-off. This Silvergate was this is a stock that was over $100 just last August. I'm right, there is huge short interest on this one as well. So I think it's about 55. I don't know, just check. Yeah, so nearly 55% short interest. I remember seeing that last week. So it's 55% short. So if this does move up, and it's moving up right now, there's a chance it could trigger a short squeeze in the short term. So I'm looking for the break of, there's the break of the $0.25 $0.75 on the ask. I need that on the bid though. We've just broke new highs. Current high of day 76, $0.75. Spreads are again a bit rangy, as much as 17 cents. So the spreads are actually now starting to get close to the ATR, which is not good. No, Silvergate's moving up. Yeah, but possibly might have an issue with you know, some connection to Bitcoin as well. But it's moving up based on it's dropped Q4 numbers this morning, pre-market. So that takes us green on the day. On the large account, so it was quick $625 earnings on not just that move. It's not done yet, but short interest is delayed data. Yes, it is, but yes, it's not at the same time. So what you're looking for is an indication. So short interest, you can only get the confirmation of the short interest. It's like T+2. So I've looked at the short interest today, what will be reported today, and it'll be what the short interest was at close of business on Thursday. So unfortunately, because of the way that the market works, you can get borrowed shares. Doesn't mean that they've actually gone short. So you're looking at the short interest and the percentage of the stock that's short. It's usually 2 days out of date, JSPEC, but it is still very relevant, because what you'll find is that as the shorts are covering, they're taking new positions or they're adding to the positions, they're averaging up or whatever the scenario may be. Looking for 1580. I have that previous candle, 1578. The problem with trading something like this is when you've not got leverage, you're not going to be. I'm not going to be able to take. I took 5,000 shares there, but I'm not going to be able to take like 20,000 shares if I needed to on this one. I just don't have the leverage. Probably 12. Kind of working out back of the beam maths in my head. Right, for this to break $16 now. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Yeah. Let's give the dog a bone. Well, maybe not a bone, but there you go. Gotta stand up for it. Go girl. Getting good at that. Hey. You can have another one at 5,000. So the TikTok crowd have fed you today. Have another one at 5,000. Yeah, I know. I'll get you another one later, okay? Either when I'm taking you for a walk, you can have some, or when the TikTok crowd give you 5,000 likes. Nice one, Ed. Oh, that's you're playing with fire there, trading on your phone. We've got a bit of a flat top formation here at high of day right now is at 1595. So just under that $16 level, bit of a flat top. Have a look at Riot Blockchain, shall we? Yeah, absolutely. So, funnily enough, you say that just as I'm looking at it. The Riot Blockchain, it's moving up steady. It has been for pretty much the last 5 or 6 days, in line with Bitcoin. So, Riot Blockchain, Marathon Digital, bit mining, or which is BTCM. A lot of these Hive blockchain, a lot of these crypto mining stocks are up today, and it's down to the strength of Bitcoin. Not overly impressed with the average true range on this though, so it's like less than 5 cents. Honestly, a bit more volatility. I'm thinking more for the small account challenge, which if you're wondering what the situation is with the small account challenge, there's the small account challenge. That's the numbers there. $10 up on DCFC. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting. We'll wait for the right setup. You don't want to be taking any setups that are not the right setup, essentially. When you're smaller, you can afford to be a little bit more loose in your trade selection if you've got a larger account, which I do on this account. So, still waiting for the break of $16 here. $16. We got the bounce, $16 on last week's sell-off. A $16 area, it went to $16.20. But $quarter level, $16.25, $quarter level's been over the last as well. If I look at this on the 15-minute from, let's see, from last week, when it originally sold off. Yeah. Yeah. We've got a bounce here at 16.25. So please tell me that's not the 8 o'clock. Yeah, that was the 8 o'clock scrum, so that doesn't even count. So that was the 8 o'clock algorithmic trades. That doesn't even count. It's yeah, it's just coiling under $16 right now. That's Silvergate Capital. Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, all of the crypto, I said Bitcoin mining stocks, but they're not all Bitcoin mining stocks. Crypto mining stocks are having a good day. It's just about being patient now, guys. We just broke above 16 bucks there. We didn't continue though, so it went up to 16.08. So we want that continuation. On that $0.75 support, and then move back up in new highs. High of this candle is 95 again, so we need to break $16 again. The top crypto mining stock is Bitmining, BTCM. That's the top moving crypto mining stock this morning, BTCM. Which is this one. It doesn't look like it is, but if you look at it on the 15-minute, you can see what I'm talking about. So, funny enough, I don't know why 427 is there, but that's from a previous day, I think. But it's just obviously found that pre-market. I didn't put that on today. That must have been when the last time it was up there. Back in August, September last year. BTCM. And we've got Roblox. I didn't have a look at Roblox, did I? It's 15 minutes. I want to be looking at that. So that's moved up. That's why is it moving up? That's the question. Because I don't mind trading Roblox. I've had some good successes with this in the past. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. What is it that you're watching before the market opens? We've got 2 minutes before the market opens. What is it you're watching? Yeah, so Roblox shares are trading high after the company reported key metrics for December. Okay, so we've got a little over a minute left before the bell, before the market opens. What is it you're watching at the bell, guys? Yeah, a bit of a VWAP bounce, but it's looking a bit weak right now. Since it got below that ascending support, it's now become ascending resistance. So it tested this ascending support here, and here, and then it broke through, and then it's been resistance here and here. It broke through and then got rejected. It's found the VWAP, bit of support at the VWAP. Trying again. So it's looking a bit weak right now. I'm just going to wait for the right move. It might well be Silvergate. I'll wait for the bell now. In fact, I'll just put the regular market on there. Change the scanners over. See what we get. Moving up. Ooh, huge sell-off on Riot Blockchain. S&P500 just moving. Now moving up. So this is the S&P500, green on the day. It's giving me Friday's data at the minute. I'm just waiting for something to present its little head. So Biora Therapeutics, not really got huge volume driving that. But not a lot of movement right now. Let's have a look at what happened with Tritium. Looking at bouncing on the whole dollar here. Trying to get a bit of whole dollar support. So let's say looking weak. So pretty much there wasn't many for the gap and go candidates, but Silvergate selling off as well. Profit takers. Bed Bath & Beyond trying to go green on the day. Is it gonna hold? That's the question. Current high of 69. I like that number. We all like that number. Yeah. MGOL halted to the upside. So that will resume at 37. So we've got another while yet. So we'll look at Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, it's halted to the upside. Volatility halt. MGOL. Worked well for us on Friday. Needs to get back up. So I'll just go back to MGOL. Right. So if I go to MGOL, got the VWAP here. I needed this ideally before I'm taking a trade here. I want this above the VWAP. I want this to get above the VWAP and hold. So it's above $6. Now, pre-market, it did go pre-market highs 710, 689. Yeah, so 710 was the pre-market high for MGOL. Key resistance level up here at 650. But needs to get over $6 first. Let's go back and have a look at Bed Bath & Beyond selling off. Riot. Let's have a look at Riot. Marathon Digital's moving up. Making nice moves. Pre-market highs up here at $0.75 level on Marathon Digital. break the $0.75 level, pre-market high, add to this. I see this breaking, got in there a little bit late as it broke new highs. I want to see it break the $0.75 level. This is Marathon Digital. Breaks the $0.75, it could get up to $9 today. Five minutes, Neville. 5 minutes. It'll probably resume in about in just over a minute. I'm at 69. ATR is 14 cents. That's from 15 cents. I'll give it. It is. There we go, resumption. Looking for a new high now at 54. The spreads. I just got in premature there. New highs. New high of day is 58. Spreads are very rangy, so just be careful on the spreads. 32 cents ATR, so average true range of 32 cents, but the spreads are very rangy. I've got 10,000 shares now. Any updates for AMV? Not for a long while. I've not even looked at it for a while. Do I trade options? I do from time to time. Looking for a bounce up on the VWAP here. I do trade options, but it's not on this channel. Not regularly, at least. This is more about why am I not paying attention? I'm basically 2x the ATR right now. Needs to hold $6, otherwise we're out. Put the stop there below just under $6. Options trading is a good way to get to grow a small account with options is actually not a bad way to do it, because you can get good leverage using options. The problem with that is you've got to know your risk. So I'm just got out there 6k. For God's sake, Tony, why'd you do this to yourself every single day this last week? Well, bar one. Dig yourself a hole that you have to trade your way out of. Marathon Digital sold off after we got out, continued selling off. Probably come back. This will probably come back as well. So if this gets back above $6, I might get back in. But that was a hard. Got to draw your line in the sand somewhere. Biora Therapeutics 12% up on the day. the markets over the overall markets are red again. It's going to be a choppy day, I think, guys. Just be careful. Morning to you as well. What are you watching, guys? What is it that you're trading? How are you faring? Have you managed to get green on the day so far? So, Riot Blockchain, for example, sold off, bouncing in line with the market. Marathon Digital doing the same thing. Gets back above 850, then back above the VWAP could be interesting. This needs to have break of the VWAP. Well, I hope it went well for you. DCFC. Yeah, it's struggling. Yes, it moved up, but it got rejected at 220 and then it's come all the way back down again. So we might get a bit of a double bottom formation here if this gets back above 210. With a potential 30-cent move. So you could get it to 240. If it breaks to... Yeah, maybe. We'll see. MGO Global. Back above the VWAP. This is interesting. Currently the VWAP is 613. This gets over 630, I'll add to the position. I'm looking for the test of 650. 630 at the minute. On the ask, 34, 35, 37, 38. 39, let's tap 40 on that candle. We need, we're now high of this candle's 44. We're looking for 650 for the first take profit, a $0.50. Nothing's changed. Going back down, pulling back. Still looking for the same targets. Well, don't follow me blindly, guys. I know you see me profitable most days. So Marathon Digital moving up. took a trade with this when the spreads were just wicked on Friday, and the spreads, the ask didn't move, but the spread moved like $1.70, just briefly, and it was like on the trade, it was like 70. I think I had 10,000 shares or whatever it was. I was like 17 grand. I mean, I was up at that stage already, but 17 grand just briefly popped up on the screen as a. I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm just watching MGO Global. This is an IPO on Friday. Moved up to over $16 on Friday. I think 16.61 was the high on Friday. That's no guarantee that it's going to move up there again. Absolutely not. Breaking laws here. I should have got out there. I was paying attention, looking at something else on the screen. Really want to be getting out of this now. Patience. This is looking a bit weak. I might have to just get rid of this. Tap the $0.50. time are we on? We're 20 minutes in. So the market is getting choppy. The SPY is quite choppy. Look at that. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. And a lot of the other stock price action is following suit with that. Oh, good Lord, my dog's throwing up. What are you throwing up for? I have to clean that up. This trade. Need you back over $6. There's no point barking, it's you that's throwing up. Disgusting. Stop under the $half there. Did you just clean that up on your own? Well, fair enough. If you cleaned it up on your own, dogs are disgusting. They really are. Oh, but that's disgusting. Yeah, breaks the $half. I'll get out. Might get a lot of slippage, but we'll see. Spreads are 11, 12 cents on this now, so I think that's going to be me done for the day. We'll see. There's an inverse head and shoulders on Marathon Digital. I got stopped out there, so inverse head and shoulders on Marathon. There's your shoulder one, there's your shoulder two, there's shoulder one, head, and shoulder two. So let's see if this moves up. I'm 20,000 down on the day. Breaks 860. There we go. Needs to break this neckline here. We may have got in a little bit premature. Didn't quite break the neckline. Well, it did. I guess it did. 860. Let's see if it moves up. Yeah. The overall market selling. So pulling back, so to speak. So worth watching the overall market for the likes of Marathon Digital. Not quite the head and shoulders on the overall market, but it's that kind of pattern. No super chip 870. Yeah, you're probably right, because that 875 is the, well, 874 is the current high of session, and the pre-market high is 874 as well. So we've got to watch that. I'm still looking at the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders here. There's your shoulder one, there's your head, there's your shoulder two, and you get in for the break of the neckline, which is pretty much what I did, and your stop loss is the low of the shoulder. I'm giving it 30 cents. Yeah, pre-market high is 74, 874. What do I use to trade? In what context F is the question? Which software? Which broker? Which charting platforms? Which scanners? There's a lot of things I use to trade. So maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that for me, on that question. What is it that you want to know? Trading terminal, take a look. Are you talking to me, or are you talking to F Super Chip? If this one goes against me, then I'm gonna put a stop on it today and call it a day. May trade in the small account only. Basically, as it stands right now, the gains from Friday are gone. So we're break even on the first 2 days. On the last 2 days, today and Friday. So I've had 11 consecutive green days so far. It's looking unlikely that this is going to be a 12th, but I've had worse situations that I've come back from. There's a lot to try and recover after the first 30 minutes. We get the breakout now. 860, 62 is the kind of the breakout area that we're looking at on this head and shoulders. Ideally, we want to be 870 at least. Oh, trading terminal. Is that the name of the terminal? Trading terminal? Is that the name of it, or is it by somebody? Okay, so we're looking for a break of new market highs here. 74, 62 on the ask. 61. So the SPY, quick look at the SPY. That's breaking. It's testing 400. So at 399.760s, 399.70s. So it's testing 400. $399.85 on the SPY. Looks like we should break 400 today on the SPY. Current high of this candle is 99, so it's 8 plus change, so 870. Looking for 875, which is a new high of day. Struggling at 70. That's 70, 71, 72. Marathon Digital, not even broke that pre-market high yet, or the session high. So we're looking for 875. $0.75 resistance there, of course. Oh, nearly. Tested that high now a couple of times. 874 pre-market and session high. We're looking key level. Locked in a little bit of profit there. There we go. That's the 3/4. That's a new session high of day. There we go. There's a high of day. That's what we're talking about. How high is it going to go? That's the question. That's 882, 885. Now the 888, 886. Lock in that, and I'm just going to put a 10-cent trailing stop on that now. This gives me another 500. So we're green on Marathon Digital. MGOL is where we've lost all our money. So we'll just go back to that. That's not coming back anytime soon. Not as yet. Bed Bath & Beyond, however, we lost a little bit as well, is over $4. This is why I wanted to just put a trailing stop on the on Marathon Digital, and away we go. Funnily enough, I've been trading on the small account as well on Marathon Digital. And this is what the small account looks like so far. At the same, pretty much same entries and exits on the small account as the other one, only smaller size, so 10 times smaller size. Bed Bath & Beyond, where are you? Time for a pullback. Absolutely. Current high is 407, so we're looking for a 410. $157 on the small account so far in profit, but let's see what we can make on the rest. Can we make this back? Can we make 17 grand today back? That's the question. Well, Bed Bath & Beyond goes parabolic, then yeah. If someone else goes parabolic, then yeah. We need a parabolic mover. There aren't any showing up right now. This is the closest we've got to Bed Bath & Beyond. Just put it into context, Bed Bath & Beyond did go up to almost $6 on Thursday. $5.87 it went up to on Thursday. Sold off on Friday, but went up to $5.87 on Thursday. So could it get back over $5? Yeah. Is it going to? I don't know. I called this side earlier. So this one is Celiad Oncology. Called it out earlier, how it moved up to like 370 pre-market first thing and then sold off. Now it's back up there. So this is now the top gainer on the day, above $2. So this is currently 177% up on the day. Normally trades 9,000 shares a day. It's traded 25 million shares today. I mean, 26 million, nearly 27 million it's coming up to. So, yeah, this is phenomenal in terms of the relative volume. It's not got the... They're just struggling right now. Struggling. That's a big move. So this is Avenue Therapeutics. We traded this a little while ago. I seem to remember trading this, would it be September, October? When it moved up, it went up to like $16. Morning PMZ. This gets above $2 again, I might be interested. But this ATXI, if you like these low price stocks, Avenue Therapeutics is the one that's moving right now, and it is currently up 45% on the day. Well, that's looking interesting. Bed Bath & Beyond back above $4. Just be careful, this needs to get back up, this needs to get over 410 because we've got a high of 407, we've got the move up, a potential double top formation, so I'd wait for it to break new highs. Look at the higher time frames, and on the 1 and 2 minute you've got the double top potential reversal, but on the 5 minute it's just a 1 minute, one red candle. So 407 is the current high of day. It needs to beat that. This is Bed Bath & Beyond. You like the long here? Well, I'm just cautious of a potential reversal here at the double top. I want to see a double top. I want to see new highs, a new high of day. So I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. Look at the 5. You're looking for break of highs. You're looking at the 2-minute. You've still got a double top potential. So I don't want to see it getting resistance here. I need it to break 410. There we go. Just to hold. I'm looking for the $0.25 now. 425. There's 425. 425 on the bid though. Let's get over it. 430. $424 on the ask here. 25. $0.25 psychological level just blasted through it there now. Just take a little bit off. Still got 10,000 shares here on Bed Bath & Beyond. I've got a stop in there at 420, which I'm just going to leave there. It's not a trailing stop or anything, just a safety net. Got me getting squished. I'll move up manually. 425. 424. Oh. I got to 440, so the current high of day right now is 440. I want it to find support at the $0.25 and continue up. Now we got stopped out. That's not to say it's over 16,000 in the hole. Can we make a comeback? Can we have one of my famous red to green comebacks? Not the best way to trade. Have it going in the hole and then having to make a comeback. I need the bathroom as well. $1,500 on that. We were 300 down. We're 300 in the red on Bed Bath & Beyond. We're now 1,200 up. So. No, I'm going to end the stream because I really need the bathroom. So let's see. Get back in the trade after this trade. If this would break new highs, trade it again. Looking for new highs on this confirmation. Currently 437. I'm looking for 440, which is the high of day. 435 on that candle. Oh, BBAI, Big Bear. I'll have a quick look after this trade for you. Just hang on, give me a minute. I'll take a look in a second. I just want to see if we got a breakout here. I'll take a look, Willy Wonka. I would say Big Bear's probably done. Take a look at it on one of the smaller charts while we're at it. Yeah, it's underneath the VWAP. It's done. It's 184. It's the Big Bear had its move last week. It's not coming. It's not going up now. The catalyst is too stale. So Big Bear needs another catalyst before it moves back up, Willy Wonka. It got its gains off its move last week. I think it was a government contract catalyst last week. It's had its move. That's now a stale catalyst. It needs an additional catalyst to move back up. Looking for the test of the $0.50 now. 10 cents ATR is why I'm looking for that. Let's break it. This is the resistance here. A lot at 30. So there's a lot of sellers. There's a lot of buyers too. 35. More buyers than sellers by the looks of it on the level 2. Some big sellers on. Oh, 10,000 share seller there at 37. That got swallowed up. So I just bought another 5. Gone big size here, but it's a very liquid stock. 50 million shares, 51 million shares traded today on Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's looking very bullish right now. I want to see the overall market acting bullish as well. This is, I think it's heavily shorted as well. It's currently 20% up on the day. Bed Bath & Beyond. Last time I checked, it was about 50, but it's 58% short interest, 59% short interest. So there's going to be a potential squeeze. This is one of the Wall Street bets darlings in terms of squeeze potential. Let's see it break the $0.50. with a bit of nice volume would be good. Can we get to $5 today? That's the question I'm asking. Rejected at the $0.50 there. Yeah, I need I'm gonna need new underwear in a minute if I don't take my bathroom break. Don't like that upwick. I'll just get out there. Didn't make much on that. Made a couple $100, but it was big risk just to make a couple $100. I just saw the exit indicators that said reversal indicators, so I thought I'll get out before it reverses. Small profit, and I'll close the stream. I'll continue trading. I'll be doing a trade recap later. I'm under 16k now. It's going to take me a while to try and trade my way out of this. I'll continue recording all the trades. If you want to see anything in particular, just let me know. I'll do a trade recap later. I may or may not. So this is where we actually are at the moment. So based on the trades I've taken today, 16,000 down on Bed Bath & Beyond on my big account, on my main account, okay? However, on my small account, we are $160 up. So given I'm looking for a 5% daily gain as my target, and small account, I'm over goal because $2,500 was my starting position, which meant $125 is my goal today. So I'm over goal. If I get a good setup, I may take another trade, but I probably won't. Get over goal, leave it alone. That's the small account way. So that's where I am today, and I'll lock up the stream now. We'll finish, and I'll go and take my bathroom break. Take care, guys. I'll be back at it tomorrow. No power hour stream. I'll be back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. So that's 1 p.m. in Dublin and London. It's 8 a.m. where the market is. Okay, New York. Catch you later, guys.